Oh, just did another workout. Gotta get this in the gotta get in the shower. Gotta get this in the laundry, in my washing machine. But I want to make this video quick. When we talk about B1, B1 is about black men and black women and black children in the black community. Black first. Everything else comes after that. Everything else is second. All right. You have to have loyalty to your people. You got to be on code because these people, they get on code quick when they have to. If you look at that video, the Karen video, they talk about the Karen video from Victoria's Secrets. That white woman was carrying on like a child. She was crying, talking about the black woman that's filming her is danger to her. She feels threatened by the black woman. You seen that? If you watch that video, I might do a video on that just to do my commentary on it. But the people got on code quick with her and made that black woman look like she was the one that did something wrong. When that black woman was the one that was almost assaulted by that woman twice. But my point here is, if you're about B1, you should be about B1. I know we got people in here that are fake and they say they're about one thing, but then they're about another. The reason why I took my mask off is because I want people to know that I am a real person and I say what I say and I stand by what I say. The mask was fun. It was a fun thing for a while. But when I look at guys now that are wearing masks and shit, when they're talking about relationships, that looks like a fucking joke. It looks like a cartoon to me. So when I come on here, most of the time you'll see you'll see my face, or if anything, I might have the mask on because of the COVID shit or something like that. But B1 is supposed to be about black first, and it's a damn shame that we actually have black men. I've seen black men do this where they have these platforms, or they have these channels on YouTube, and they'll put like one black woman on their platform, on their panel or whatever, and the rest are non-black females. As of late, I've started to see the swirlers do the same thing when it comes to their platforms. Cynthia G, I recently talked about Cynthia G, and others have made more vulgar and derogatory commentary on her, but I don't fuck with her like that. I'm not gonna downgrade the chick like that. I just don't fuck with her. I don't watch it if I don't like it. But she put a white dude on her platform to talk about black men and to talk about the black community. Not once, but twice, because there was another guy that was on her platform as well. I'm starting to see other black women put white men on their platforms too to talk about their dislike of black men. So because you have a hatred for black men, you want to reiterate that by putting a white man on your panel, because we already know the trick bag, okay? If a black person tells you something, you won't believe it, but you're quick to believe it if a white person tells you. So if a white man goes on a black woman's platform or channel and talks about how bad black men really are and treat black women, him saying that is reiterating what black women have been saying all this time. So that makes them feel good about themselves, even though majority of that shit is a goddamn lie. And these white men are not even in situations where they're married to black women. They're married to a white woman and have a white family, white children. They live in the suburbs. They live in a community that is not around a lot of black people, but they want to talk about black people and black issues and the black community. You don't live in the black community. You're not black. You don't go through the same things that black people go through. You just don't. You don't. You don't get treated the same way when it comes to a court case or any other way when it comes to the police. But you want to tell us what's going on in the black community. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. It is. It's pathetic. You hate black men that much, you're going to put a white man on your panel. And Cynthia G's the worst about it, because I used to listen to Cynthia G when she first started. But people will start a certain way to get fan following or followers, period, and then they'll change the fuck up. She used to talk about white supremacy. She talked about how, like I said in the video that I did before about her, she used to talk about how these guys are cave beasts and stuff like that. I'm not going to go too far into it because I don't want to say the derogatory names because I know how YouTube is. But she called them a bunch of derogatory names and stuff like that. But now she values what they say now. Because putting them on that panel and letting them talk the way they talk means you value what they say. And that's supposed to be a lesson to black men to listen to what this white man has to say. We don't give a fuck about him. And he doesn't give a fuck about us. All he did was come on there and talk about black people and how he felt about black men and the black community per se as a whole. There are opportunists out here like a motherfucker on this fucking website. They see what happens between black men and black women that argue, and they see the disconnection between some of us, because not all of us are stupid, but they see the disconnect between a lot of us that are falling into this gender war shit, and opportunists will use that to their advantage. You'll have the most average white dude out there, the most average Indian dude out there, Asian dude out there, that will start making videos about how much he loves black women and black women are being oppressed on TV and this and that. They never talked about this ever before on any of their channels or any videos they've done prior to that. But now all of a sudden, oh, I got to make a stand as a white man, an Indian guy, an Asian guy, and talk about how black women are being oppressed. You don't give a fuck about black women. You want to get laid, motherfucker. That's what you want. That's the reality. But of course, I'm jealous. I'm not jealous of shit. This is the hustle that these people do. There was a guy, I forgot this guy's name. When Angel Ramirez Jordan was on this platform, he used to talk about this one guy, and he called him Mayonnaise Jake. It was a white dude that was always talking about how much he loved black women, but never had a black female in his life. Then he got one, but she was biracial. Then you got guys like Cohen Nanik, who used to get a lot of good views because he's talking about interracial dating. He wants interracial dating with biracial women and interracial dating with black women. And if you see the man, he looks like a bum. I'm just going to leave it at that because I know YouTube talking about bullying. I'm bullying some white man. Please, give me a fucking break. You ain't seen bullying. You ain't seen bullying. I could do it. I'm not going to do it, though. But he looks... The women that on my channel, they've seen him before. He looks like shit. Looks like shit. The guy is 48 years old. Let me stop. Because I look pretty decent for 42. I still look pretty young, if I do say so myself. People don't believe my age, but that's neither here nor there, okay? My point is, he was getting good views because I heard of him before a long time ago when I had my other channel. I had heard of him first back then. And now he's getting shit views. He's getting the views that happens to channels that are dying. He put this African chick, because you know, I hate to say this. I really hate to say this because I am a Pan-Africanist, but I got to call out bad black people and bad people on the diaspora too that fuck up. He put on this desperate African female. I don't think he's even dating her, but he's put her in his videos now to try to gain traction with black women again, because I'm sure there are a lot of black women saying, you talk a good game, you love black women, this and that, but you don't have one. But you want to date one, but you never have one in the video with you. So now he's putting this black woman in every video that he does to try to gain traction again, but it's not really working because his views are still down. But my whole point is, this is what they do. They're opportunists. Do we have fucked up black men in our community? Of course we do. I seen them when I was a kid. I seen them as I was growing up. I see them now. I'll see them when I'm older. I'm not going to have one that's fucked up, but we do have fucked up black people in this community. Black men and black women. You're not off the hook, black women. You got some... I'm going to be nice. You got some promiscuous females in this community. You got some women in this community that do some messed up shit to black men that don't deserve it. They'll walk all over them, and the man is all... He'll do whatever he can for that woman, but that woman will treat him like shit. Nice guys finish last. But when I see shit like this where you're putting a white person on your platform and you're letting them dog your men out, you're letting them dog your community out, you're sitting there listening to this motherfucker talk about your community this way. If you don't want to stop him from talking about your men because you hate black men so much, I understand. But then he's talking about how fucked up your communities is. Excuse me. I want to say this right because I'm not a messed up person when it comes to vocabulary. He talks about how bad your communities are. His people are the ones that are solely responsible for most of the conditions that these bad communities are in. Not saying that we can't get out of these situations because there have been black people that can. I'm not all about crying about that shit, no victimhood shit here. But the situations, if you look in your history, the situations of these slums and shit, this is their doing. When it came to the welfare shit, this is their doing. This is not black people's doing. This is their doing. You got these sons of bitches coming on here talking about the black community that they don't even live in, that they made the conditions for. And you letting them disrespect your community and you're not saying shit. But if a black man got up there and started being argumentative and talking certain things, you would have combated him on everything, but you didn't. And I'm seeing other females in the black community doing it now. These divestors are doing the same shit now. talking about how bad black men are and this and that, and I'm gonna divest. Divest needs to be a culture now. It needs to be a way of life. These women are stupid. I'm sorry, man. I told you I love black women. I'm never lying about that. I always show love for them, but they get criticized like everybody else gets criticized. I don't have hatred for them. I don't go hard on them like these other guys do, because I'm not that kind of channel. I'm not that kind of guy. Okay? But black women listening to women like that don't even have a man, they're not going to get a man because there's no success story there. I told about this before. If you're going to listen to somebody's advice, listen to somebody that has the proof, okay? If I'm going to listen to somebody that makes money because I want to make money, it's going to work out for me instead of listening to someone who has nothing in his pocket but fucking, what do you call those little dust things in your pocket? That's it. You got to listen to people that have a success story. So you can say, oh, well, we don't go listen to you either because you ain't got no success. Don't listen to me. But the one thing I can promise you, and everybody will tell you this on comment section that they've spoken about my videos. I tell the truth here. I don't fucking lie about it. And it's not my truth. It's the truth. It's not my truth, my opinion. This is the reality of what's happening here. That's why I don't get up in views anymore like I did on my old channel. People wanted to pay me. People wanted to put me on television shows and radio shows and interview me for shit that I was saying. Because I was real about my shit. It was just a show on my face part, but now I'm doing that. And I don't care, man. I don't get paid for this. Like those people that do this shit and talk badly about their community and put people on from other communities talking badly about us, they get paid to do that shit. They get paid to talk badly about us that they say they so-called love. You so-called love black people, but you're talking badly about them. You're allowing other people to talk about them. This is just my 2 cents. I'll talk to you next time, guys. I'm out of here. Let me know what you think.